are looking for an FY hero?
Just get the Tusk.
Tusk, Shaker, you know, those type of heroes? You want for him?
Shaker looks pretty good. You have a Yule's buyer for the axe. You have double stuns versus the IO +1.
How about the Elder Titan that we've been mentioning? He has played it a lot this tournament
Nyx
already.
is also still in too, actually.
He is. Good point.
I feel like stalking the back line, but okay, so it is going to be the 5 and 4 Centaur Shaman, it looks like.
Surprising, though.
So what is Chalice playing? Or is Chalice playing the Queen?
But they believe they have the answer here.
And they're running the Queen of Pain support. It is FY playing it.
FY Queen of Pain.
Oh, they look like they were trying to set up for a first blood, and Weehaw is going to just blow him a kiss. They put the ward down. Don't know if that one was spotted. Chalice tanks 2 tower hits. Gets that retaliate up. Yep. He's like, I'll take one more.
Yeah, he wants to get hit.
Yeah, it gives him the immortality as well.
I'll go for another.
Gives him a high 5 as well. I love it already. This is great.
Beautiful.
Oh, and who do you side this time? Since they made the decision, who do you think?
Well,
I'll ask you this time.
I mean, it's an axeless axe. You know, Mind Control's paid the big bucks. He's got the cool looking set. And you know, if you're asked to, if you're going to ask Papa Gaben, it's a pay-to-win game, baby. So I believe in. No, I'd actually probably side PSG LGD as well. If you're running FY Quap, you got a plan here. This isn't something you just be like, hey, this could work. They're doing this because they believe in the beauty and the power of the FY Queen of Pain. Something that I can imagine right now.
Definitely seeing the power of it. There's limited disables. Sure, there's like missiles. There is ways to catch him with like Fortune Sands, with missiles, with Call, with Shackle Shot. There is ways to do that. But the one thing the Queen of Pain can provide you, and I've seen people do this, not in officials too much, but in pubs actually, more so lately, is you're just this super obnoxious. He'll probably go for the Spirit Vessel, and you stick on these supports. You just jump on top of Io, and you're just on his face. And you pretty much like peel the attention toward you so many times when normally you wouldn't because you're a support quap. It's very interesting. I wonder what approach FY is going to go for in this one. Because he also, as they were mentioning, he could also go for like Yules. Yules in this game is very good versus this axe. Yep. Always an option.
No, you're certainly going to imagine that either him or on that end, but it's going to be picked up to have that extra disable. Maybe someone else does want to be the one to buy it as well.
Yeah. And it's still annoying. Like the thing about Queen of Pain is you pack a punch. Even as support, your Shadow Strike is very annoying. You're a good right clicker in lane phase.
Yeah, we'll see how much pressure it does put on Miracle and GH in that top lane as this Gyro IO combo trying to farm against the Chalice FY Centaur Quap lane.
They should do really fine up here on LGD. Like this should be a very farmed Centaur.
I was going to say, like, does it sort of work out that the damage and spam from the Quap is sort of too much for an IO to out-sustain in this lane matchup?
Yeah, because the thing is they can never bully the Centaur is the problem. They can't push him out because they're just going to build up the Retaliate Sex, and you take a lot of damage when you start hitting him. He's got a lot of regen too. Here we see Mind Control, punching those creeps.
Look at it, beautiful. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, get those Battle Pass levels. And then you can be as fabulous as Mind Control's axe.
He's getting away with all of this right now. He's getting the whole creep waves as well. So he's not pulling it to the neutrals because it looked like it was, I believe, blocked. I think by LGD. Looks like they did preemptively expect this axe to be creep cutting because I think that's the only way you can. I don't think you can play the lane so much as axe anymore. I think it's the hero got nerfed a lot. He's now got he's got like this increased like 10 movement speed, I believe it was after last patch, 5 or 10. So this is actually easier for you to do again now.
This is what you do every game.
Yep. You always hunger them. You used to be able to hunger creeps, but now creeps don't give you the full movement speed, so you hunger a hero, and it's great. Will be one deny. Then the Hulk smash.
Is there 3 heroes you can play like this? Would you say Axe, Darkseer, and Bristleback? Anyone else that you can play like this, or is it just?
I think Centaur can.
Centaur could play like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as good.
Not
obviously.
as well as those.
Yeah,
those 3 definitely the most appealing. What are we seeing in the mid lane at the moment? Somnus, CS, 12 for 2, 12 for 1. Very close between these two.
Yep.
In the 1v1.
To be expected. Don't think you can bully too much, even though sure there's like relatively low armor. Like you're gonna keep pushing the waves in, and now he's under a tower, so you have increased armor from the tower. You don't take as much harass. And there's always gonna be that poke, you know, that new slight, of course. Well, they're not new anymore, but always gonna be able to poke quite a lot. As we see top, the Gyro is not farming well. It's a tough lane because you have this as Gyro. You have bad base damage.
You got terrible base damage.
You've got what, like 48 or whatever, 47 without any starting items. And Centaur.
I think it's 46 in it.
46, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So, and he's got like some starting, so he's at like 50. Centaur's at 68 base damage. So getting last hits up there is very difficult, and they're even making an aggressive move and bringing Shadow Shaman up too.
The missile out onto Chalice to hold him back from getting on top of them straight away, but as you say, X-Nova looking for a potential wraparound. He's only got the level 1, so just the Ether Shock. No grab or Hex at the moment, so
sneaky,
they'll be able to walk back. It certainly was, but yeah, there's this full amount of pressure. And is this just some sort of lane situation that you can't really swap around if you're Liquid, because you do have this bottom lane where Mind Control wants to be doing this? Like, you put an Axe in this situation, what, he's probably going to feed.
Yeah, that's why they're doing...
You have to keep it like this.
That's why we see PSG LGD. They're like,
yeah,
screw it. We're bringing X-Nova up too. Why not? Just make the moves around. Now we can have the Queen of Pain be the one to make moves around and maybe set up for ganks too.
Yeah.
Like they can look to pressure Weehaw.
No,
and bottom, it's not like Ame. What is Ame afraid of? An Oracle?
Yeah, he can farm.
He's going to free farm as a Sloan Druid as well.
Yeah,
so
he does not mind that creep web being pushed in against him. But yeah, it absolutely makes sense from PSG LGD. Because, yeah, sure, sometimes you could have a support around the dying creeps, but against an Axe, it's not an option. He'll get points in Battle Hunger, just runs you down and you're dead.
Yeah.
So PSG LGD reacting in the exactly right way. And, yeah, looking at the lanes, they're going to have that slight edge with the fact that Miracle's Gyro is going to be heavily slowed down in the early game.
Mind Control is doing the pull now, though. He's pulling the lane to the hard camp as well, so he's getting even more farm on this Axe.
It is going to be a farmed Axe.
He's going to have a very early Vanguard if he chooses to go for it.
Kuro.
He's going to dispel himself? He will. He catches both of them with it, too.
FY just making movements now from that top lane towards mid, knowing that Chalice with X-Nova also up here. Anytime the wave gets pushed in underneath their tower there, that's the point where you don't really need the 3 heroes up here. Just let Chalice get a bit of space to get that XP. Get that easy farm. They are going to try and contest their 5-minute runes. They have the shackles. Into Chalice's stomp here. See if they've got the damage to kill either of these two.
They got the body blocks.
is healing up Miracle. We'll continue to back away. Chalice trying to get on top of them. Liquid will be able to get the other bounty rune on the exit and will keep themselves safe. Bottom lane Ame getting nuked down low by the Purifying Flames.
Heals are ticking up. He's starting to hit Mind Control. He just walks into melee range.
He tries to go for a TP, but indeed Mind Control comes in with the call, and he's just straight up dead. Now Ame, not only dead, but also with TP on cooldown. I mean, that was a...
That was a misclick for sure.
Did he just not expect cool to be leveled?
You have because like, it looked like he misclicked and stepped forward. I think he looked like he was trying to step down and TP. That was very weird to me. Miss Micro or something happened there, and that's devastating.
Already, Mind Control's Axe, who's obviously been getting away with exactly what he wanted, cutting the creep waves, taking neutral camps as well. He's now just got himself involved in a first blood.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can expect that he's level 5 and not having call. Like, he's going to have 1-1-13, more than likely.
Well, there we go. So a 5 minutes 17 Vanguard. I like how our stats there sort of display as a bad thing. It was like 8 seconds slower.
Because he's gotten it so
fast. He probably has the patch fast.
Yeah, he probably has. Putting some pressure. They get a root. But he's got a Vanguard.
Yeah, nothing that can be done in terms of pushing him away. And quite the opposite, in fact, as he can push them away. With the Battle Hunger, each time FY cannot hang around and look for plays to be made down here. There's not much point in trying to focus the Axe at this point of the game. They can look elsewhere and use their strengths on the other lanes if they want to try and get these kills off Liquid. But they're not too desperate to get at the moment, as they are farming on all 3 cores, keeping on par. It's just that Mind Control Axe that is getting the lead, and we'll see how much he's able to do with that, whether it's going to be plays he looks to go for now, or if it's simply going to be looking to just get a speedy potential blink after that Vanguard, as he can certainly have the freedom to do so.
Yeah, I've seen these games before where Mind Control gets really like generous free farm as an Axe. I think there was one when he was playing for a different team in particular, right? When he was playing for NIP, he had that spectacular Axe game, which looked similar to this.
Yeah. Well, back at the KL Major.
Yeah.
Top lane, Miracle, getting jumped upon. So they've got the burst. GH is there with the heals as Miracle will be able to walk away. Again, so the power of the IO, GH with that salve.
Yep.
Fueling the Gyrocopter, getting his HP back to full and taking him back to safety. So, but still, they're not killing the Gyro, but they are certainly making it very hard for Miracle to actually get himself stuck in on that top lane and get any sort of farm.
Yeah.
So bottom Ame, 850 gold towards the Midas recipe, and of course continues to get a lot of solo XP down there. Top lane, attempt onto Chalice, missiles coming in. Creep waves there, and X-Nova going for the shackles.
They can't close the gap.
Chalice can't get on top of him in time.
Maybe with the rotation now, we see FY is making his move way toward top. They don't have the retaliate stacks ready, though. I think they only have like 3 or 4, I believe.
And it feels like they've tried a few times for the kill. With Somnus, that certainly
Yeah.
could be the piece that allows them to actually kill off Miracle or GH. But without sort of the Ember as well, it's proven to be very difficult to actually kill him with the sustain that the IO pops out.
This is a pretty cool play. If it ends up working, he just walks up and throws the Remnant up here, and then he walks back to mid lane. So if something does happen up here, he can just jump up there with that Remnant. You know, he's a waste a little bit of time, maybe missed like 1 CS or 2, but could potentially set him up for some kills toward top.
Yeah, and just sort of the fact that, you know, if Liquid see that as well, they're also going to be pressured even more than they are already.
Yeah.
You know, it's this extra sort of scare tactic that makes it a little more uncomfortable for Miracle to farm on that top lane.
Weeha's having to expend some of his gold on regen to protect himself from the spam of the Ember as Ember ports down toward bottom.
Let's see if they can kill this off. It's going to be very difficult. He's got Crow by his side, chains onto the two of them. Somnus jumps back in with the Remnant. They're trying to focus down mind control. Somnus will be able to pick off Kuro on the side, and in fact, with the roots kicking in, they should have a good shot at getting this one. Mind control is getting a lot of spins, tries for the dunk, won't get it out, as LGD take both kills. A very big one as well, getting rid of mind control axe. They had to bring a lot of them in, 4 of them there, to do so, but boy, is it worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
Slowing down this game on a hero whose momentum is very important. And sure, mind control is having a great time, getting a lot of farm, but he has to stay ahead. He does not want to fall back and just be forced into this position where he's just killing off neutral creeps. They have to be making plays with him, and at the least making sure that he doesn't feed his life away. He's got to get this blink
he needs
flame
the
out.
blink.
Yeah. If he doesn't get that blink at a good timing, it really is one of those heroes that just sort of falls off.
He seems like he's probably one of the few heroes now that actually just you need a blink dagger like as your first item. Sure, Vanguard. We'll count that as fine. It's your second item. You need the blink dagger super early now because you've given so much. You need to be able to make space for your teammates because they're getting pressured. You know, Gyro's getting pressured a bit.
See on the bounty room front, bottom lane. PSG LGD able to grab the two of them up top. Liquid get aggressive, force Chalice away from the rune spot, and we'll get the two of them themselves.
Another D-ward.
We are a few hundred gold away from having the javelin. That's when we'll start to see him have that kill potential.
Mm-hmm. Always have to, I'm sure Weeha won't, but it's always something we have to put out there is hopefully he doesn't ever go and focus fire to that Centaur and get that retaliate. Chains latches.
They do into the Hex. They've got good control. Shackles as well, but Kuro's there. We'll see if we can save him and offer anything. He does not have that level 6, so there's no potential false promise. That means there's no potential save for Weeha. As PSG LGD get the pick off onto him. Maybe even trying to look for more. Got the dagger onto GH. Sonic wave onto the two of them from FY. GH is forced to the high ground, but this is kind of working to his benefits. He's able to then stay alive. As another Sleight of Fist comes in, it is a double for Somnus. He's still playing around this. He's got a Remnant, but the focus fire from Weeha. The damage is there. Weeha will come back in, clean up the kill. FY's able to TP out.
GH even just uses the relocate for himself just in case because he had that Shadow Strike on him.
Weeha did have to buy back for that one, but I think early game buybacks like that certainly going to be worth, right? You're able to get yourself back in and kill off an Ember Spirit that without that buyback, Somnus would have stayed alive and got away with that double kill. This way you're at least able to make him pay.
And he's getting some damage on the tower too. So yeah, I like that one quite a bit here.
Yeah, you got to get straight back in. Early game buybacks are always worth it for those quick trades back.
Yeah, I mean, it says he loses 120 gold, but he walked mid and claimed himself like 3 or 4 creeps, so it was absolutely worth it.
And you got to factor in that XP.
Yep. The missile hits. Ooh. He's getting controlled. There's a Remnant, but they're waiting.
They are. They're chasing. Xnova's got the shackles.
Give your life.
Yeah, he's given his life. No escape for Xnova, but he's able to save Somnus with that play.
Yeah. That's the true 5 position play right there. You're just like, I could have a chance of maybe get no, it doesn't matter. I'm dying. This is for you. So as we see, yeah, Urn is built, that Max Shadow Strike build coming out for the Queen of Pain so he can stick on those back targets. They secure Miracle the tower last hit, and they've secured themselves a 1k gold lead.
We can see there that little bit of a dip due to the buyback, but as you can see, as soon as that buyback was done and he's back and getting the kills, he's back on trajectory.
Yep. Maelstrom, I believe, is done.
Game that he was having so far. Yeah.
He's definitely at a good point right now on the Wind Ranger on Weeha. Can we just, I guess other people still play it. I was going to say, is it just the Wii Ranger? But Sumail did play it.
We saw some Sumail Ranger at the last major.
Yeah.
And he had a really good game on that.
He did.
But he's definitely going to have a contest for the top spot. Potential, you know, if we see down the line some more of the EG versus Liquid, see who's able to grab that Wind Ranger. And hey, maybe one day see if Sumail's able to give Weeha a run for his money with his own Wind Ranger performance in that matchup.
That would be pretty fun. If we just had like a backwards matchup happen
between the Wind Rangers.
Between the Wind Rangers. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So we see Ame still leading that top of the chart, even though he had that little bit of that hiccup death early. And now we see Liquid, they're being efficient with Miracle. Just get that stacks up, get the farm going.
Actually, you know what I wouldn't mind seeing in this series? You know who used to be hot in the old win rate? Didn't FY used to play it? Am I dreaming of that? Wasn't there a position, wasn't he playing as its support?
It probably was, yeah.
Maybe
I
a
do
long
believe so.
time ago.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm telling you, man. I swear FY used to play some good support Wind Ranger.
Blink is finished on the Axe. They TP Weehaw first, just to be able to clear up those Shadow Shaman wards.
Ah, that's some nice gold. They're going to get all of them.
Yeah. Chalice has a Blink as well.
You don't want to jump in on this. There's no one behind you. So, you know, I mean, you did a little bit of damage to the tower, but yeah, certainly gave away a fair bit of gold with those wards being cleaned up as easily as Liquid did.
Maelstrom's already finished up. The build, of course, on the gyro with that IO. You get that Maelstrom.
Yeah, Maelstrom, a pretty hot item at the moment for a lot of carries.
Seems like it for like most, yeah.
As mid lane, Weehaw will be there to fend back any sort of push. As we've seen with the level 7, Sonic Wave was used to good effect to that jump in mid earlier to start things off and at least get Somnus the double kill before he did die to the Weehaw buyback. And he's got the Sonic Wave ready to pop once again. Top lane.
Scan, couches them. They know they're coming in, they back off. What, I'm assuming it's just a Radiance bear, because he went for the Midas build, so I'm assuming he's just gone for the Radiance.
He's going Midas Radiance this game.
We haven't seen him in a while, he's just kind of chilling in the bottom, but 7k net worth, he should be getting pretty close to that relic.
We'll see if PSG LGD get a catch with the smoke. Chalice and X-Nova.
I think first, yeah, get a catch, but first they need some vision. They got nothing on the map right now. They've gotten dewarded quite heavily from Liquid in this early game.
Can maybe kick something off down bottom. As I say, FY, Sonic Wave good to go as well.
He's peeking his face forward.
At the same time, mind control. He's
got
going to be
the
one off the
Fortune's
back of the
End
smoke. He gets the jump in with the call into the roof, power shot, and that's the combo.
Very nicely done by Kuro, as well as MC with that Fortune's End plus Blink.
That's very scary.
Yeah, good, a little bit of extra lockdown that guarantees that kill.
Because we saw that against the Quad, but that's going to work very well against any of these heroes that rely on the mobility to sort of stay alive, such as Somnus, this Ember Spirit. He gets on top of them with that combo. A couple of spins, and that'll be more than enough damage with a power shot flying in to find the threshold to finish off the Ember with a dunk.
They got themselves a defensive ward down bottom or two, one or two. Just one at least. They needed to get some type of information on the map. They literally had only the ward top, and they're looking to play it a little passively here. They're all just kind of chilling back and farming, which I don't think Liquid minds at all. I think Liquid's pretty happy about that. If they have an IO Gyro who's sitting back and hitting neutrals, that's usually the dream.
And is that looking at the Gyro? Is that a case of this game situation, or is this what the Gyros have been doing? They've been taking that health talent over the damage. Because he took the 250 health this game rather than 20 damage.
Ooh, I think I've been seeing more of the health lately.
Yeah.
I do believe so. I mean, it's a lot of health.
Because this game is very understandable because there's so much burst.
It's gotten buffed too. It used to be 200, so it's definitely gotten buffed in the recent few patches. I can't remember exactly when that one got buffed. I can't call it all, but...
Because I'm definitely a hero that suffers with that low HP.
I mean, also, when you're playing versus a lot of burst damage. In some situations, you're not versus a lot of burst, but they have Sonic Wave, Centaur,
it makes
Shadow...
sense
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, for sure. Totally agree.
But hey, 20 damage with flat cannon can be appealing down the line. That's why I
think
also wondered if it's sort of a trend that's been falling into getting the
I think maybe also just with IO, you're already doing so much damage with overcharge and stuff, right? Like, maybe. But I think mostly, yeah. As we see the taunt.
He's able to get the jump in. They've caught the Shaman. Shaman's gone. X-Nova's out of there. And again, it's another set of wards.
Clean up.
It's a lot of money. You cannot understate how much money those wards give away. Liquid there every time to pick up the gold.
I mean, it's over 500 gold they've given so far. Quite significant.
So maybe, maybe wants to be a little more careful with how he throws those down. X-Nova has both been in situations where it's just really been him +1. There's never really been, like, it's not around a full commitment.
Yeah.
But I guess they're potentially happy with the fact that you could look at it as well as, yeah, you're feeding away the Serpent wards, but you now know that Liquid is going to go for the Serpent wards every single time, and it is going to be space in the game where Arme, he's elsewhere, so Somnus as well.
Yeah.
And Arme, of course, continues to find a lot. He has the Relic done, has half the gold of the recipe, so this Radiance is going to be very quick after the Midas.
Yeah.
You are making this space for the Lone Druid, and with that sort of pressure being applied, we've never really seen Liquid be able to come over to that jungle, that triangle of the jungle where Arme's been for the last 3 minutes.
I think this is they need to be making aggressive plays though, still on LGD. Like Sherp sitting back and getting like throwing like Sherp and wards down is great to be able to get some, but mid.
They get the call onto Arme, and they go with the relocate as well, straight on top of him. Shackle, well, on down a little bit, but they have the Stampede, and that's going to be enough to run Arme away from that homing missile. as he'll get himself away from a 5-man gank attempt from Liquid.
Wow, that's really significant.
And
now
there's the
down bottom.
return play. Chalice jumps in, perfect angle for the Who Stomp onto the two of them, but they haven't quite got enough burst. Somnus will come with a slight change, but extra TPs in from Liquid to make sure that this is not a situation where the Gyro is going to be outnumbered. Weehar's come across as well. Liquid looking to keep the fight hot as they'll turn towards Xnova. He'll go for the shackles, offering himself up to allow the rest to get away. Quick blink from Chalice will avoid the shackle shot.
Chalice double edges a creep to remove the battle hunger off himself there so that he can be able to blink forward.
Oh, that's smart.
Might
still be in
die.
trouble as they could look to dive him underneath the tower. They don't have the cooldown, but they do have the control. Mind control in with the call, cuts him down with the dunk. There'll be a buyback from Xnova. Sonic Wave pushes the two of them away.
Has
They're
radiance.
going in deep. Liquid. Here, PSG LGD trying their best to punish them for this overextension. They have the Serpent Wards drop down as well as the Shackles onto Mind Control. A cooldown will be thrown in by Miracle, but Miracle's dead. They have enough damage to nuke him down. There's 2 gone on Liquid. That'll be a 3rd as well. Arme picks up the double kill, and the chase isn't finished yet. Somnus jumping in, eyes onto Kuroki. Blink forward from FY. Kuro cannot keep himself alive as the slight damage is enough from Somnus. Double kill for him as well. Both cores of PSG LGD grabbing a double kill. A very much worthy buyback from Xnova to help kick things back off, getting those wards down, just controlling the axe, making sure that Mind Control could have no further impact in that fight. And definitely a situation where Liquid going a little too far. They're past that tier 2 tower. They've got to be wary of the sort of comeback plays there from PSG LGD. That was always going to come.
At the best possible time in the world for LGD. That was literally as the Radiance was finishing. Like, he finished the Radiance, TP's bottom, now he's at 1,400 gold. I think he got two or three levels from that as well. Because they got the Oracle ult onto the Miracle Gyrocopter, but either way, he got hit like 14 times from the bear or so. So the damage was just way too much for him. So even though they had the double heal coming out from Io and Oracle, it wasn't enough.
Yeah, they're getting 3 runes out of this as well. That was, as you say, if you're Liquid, maybe they were taking that fight with the idea in mind that Radiance was not done.
Yeah.
They felt that they were fighting early enough that they would be able to catch them off guard, but either way, it was always going to be a risk from Liquid, and a risk that certainly did not pay off.
Yeah, that has to be what's going through that. They're like, he can't react. We're playing 4v5. Go. You know, they want to dive forward, get the Centaur, because they know they expended so much. But yeah, exactly.
And just look at this bet. Arme just shooting ahead in net worth, 12k gold. And it's only going to continue. They're in the perfect sort of pace for a Lone Druid. We saw what Lone Druid earlier today. No one had a game where he struggled. But at this point, 20 minutes in, 8 for 8. I think Arme's giving us a bit of a showing on how it's done.
This is a carry, Lone Druid. That was like you're a supporting carry. Because he was Solar Crest in the Morph
it was
you know?
we're going to let the bear die build.
Yeah.
The bear died so many times. Arme, he protects his animals.
I love these type of games, though, like when you're seeing these Tier 1 teams playing. These small moments change the game. Like Chalice literally double-edging a creep to remove Battle Hunger and blinking into trees makes Liquid chase that far.
This is what you want to see.
And causes all this to happen. So it's just like, it's amazing to see some like little thing causing such a cascade of events.
And everything so far has had sort of a rhyme or a reason. 8 for 8, 21 minutes in. Calculated play from both halves. Understandable risk taking from Liquid. Doesn't pay off. It's high ground position, spotting out Mind Control. They'll jump in straight away. TPs will be coming in. He's pretty beefy. They'll drop the Serpent Ward. Xnova committing. There's the false promise. Kuro keeping him safe for now. The cooldown's there. Shackle shot will latch Xnova to them. But Mind Control, indeed, with the hold. The 3 of them this time around. It's a straight up a repeat of what we saw down bottom. This time, PSG LGD, they're the ones that get baited in, get heavily punished. Triple kill for Mind Control. It's a mirror match. This happened down bottom just a second ago. This time round, PSG LGD getting baited in by the axe kill. I sort of wanted to say it when they went on him. It's like, well, you're going on an axe. If you're going on an axe, you know that something's going to come in return. You're not going to kill him before he gets all his spells off. You're not going to kill him before TPs are successful. And they were. Liquid, no hesitation, straight in. And they shut the game straight back down and back in their favor.
Yeah, and he got the 3-man call too. They come in with the Io, who I think has the mech finished up a little bit ago. I can't remember exactly when GH got it.
They're going to get Roche out of this as well.
Yeah, so that bonus healing, since he was Oracle ulted, he gets mech'd up, he gets bottle charged like 3 times by GH and earned. So totally changed fight.
See if he does it. He's not going to do it. Just blinking.
Radiant Bear. Fear them away.
Oh, they see it. They're coming in. Can they get a steal? Are they going to jump? No, FI goes in, but it's already picked up.
Nope.
Liquid get the kill, they get the Aegis on Miracle, and FY is in a whole world of trouble. FY is dead, they can even look for Ame as well. The missile going straight for the lone druid. Chalice on the backlines, he was able to get in, and in fact with the damage from Somnus, they picked up both Mind Control and Kuroki. Now with a further chase, Somnus, another set of roots, the Fear as well. They've lost the third, triple kill for Somnus. They take the Aegis out of the hands of Miracle as well. GH, he's on the high ground, he has a tether. Can it relocate? Has he timed it? He has. Takes them out. The Shackles, oh look at that. Whew. That's a juicy one from X-Nova, but the save from GH will at least get Miracle out of there. But what a back and forth game. The last play up top, we saw Liquid getting themselves back ahead, but now this play around the pit.
He's gonna save him. He's TPing to the shrine. They're shrining now.
They're gonna chase this though.
They can't.
Yeah, they have to be careful. Respawns are coming up.
FY's trying. Yeah,
Somnus has got to get out. But so, I mean, Somnus coming in with the damage this Ember does. This is the peak time for an Ember Spirit. This phase, Maelstrom, drums, Yule Scepter, 20 or so minutes in. This is where he is at sort of the peak early game potential. This man is a terror in these fights. The damage that he's kicking out, and we saw the repercussions of that there as Liquid getting slaughtered. 3 kills for Somnus. Fortunate that they are able to get that gyro out. You know, GH pulling off the plays to do so.
Yeah. Oh, 0 entangle cooldown. Level 20 already on the bear. It's 24 minutes. Yeah. Oh, and he's 15,000. AC Radiance finished up. He's a problem. When he's at the fights, it changes everything. FY almost has that vessel, so he really wants this vessel to throw it on that IO, so you can't keep going for those heals.
They're out hunting. Liquid. AC on the bear as well.
Yeah, he's finished with it. He's just so farmed, actually. With that 0 entangle cooldown, it can make a big difference, too. You just chain root somebody. Call.
X-Nova is going to get jumped. They want to try and fight back on this. Doesn't look like it. PSG LGD won't bring anyone in. They'll just let the shaman go.
Ame is looking to snag the bounty rune with the bear. He's sending it around. Will he get it? He wants to.
Oh, he got scared.
He didn't want it to get killed.
Yeah, didn't want to feed the bear. They'll actually lose 3 of those there. Yeah, Liquid able to get the top one on their half of the map as well. So 3 bounty runes going to Liquid this time. Spirit Vessel now complete for FY.
Going for Yules, of course, as we said, versus Axe. They even have the Ember Yules, too.
Exactly, it's what we expect, the double Yules.
Yep.
Yeah, both of them. Such a good game for the Yules this game.
Level 15 now on IO, too. So 5 more, and then we get to the point of picking the IO. IO gyro? IO. And yeah, we see Somnus overall. His game's been pretty consistent, pretty well so far, even though you had to do, like, what, a little bit of crazy plays. He's still fine. Level 18, too, so max remnants.
Yeah, if he gets that axe, well, that's when the pipe really kicks off.
Yeah, then he can...
It's just, this hero just feels so nice with this sort of itemization. You know, I feel like this is what you could do expect to see every time. Because it just works so well. Phase drums, Maelstrom, have the Yules, have the Ags, you do damage, they can't kill you. It's all down to then the skill of the player. And you know, Somnus, he's certainly going to be the man to pull off those plays to perfection.
I think I was watching, I can't remember I think it was Mid1 stream, and he was saying he doesn't like the Ags until you're 25 because the recharge takes too long. But I think if you get it like close to that, it's pretty decent. I think it was him who was talking about it.
The Ags is so strong though. Like,
right?
like you can, obviously it's going to be very nice when you have the 25. And a Mid1, he's certainly what you call an expert. But yeah, I can certainly see why other players like Somnus are still just going to get the Ags ASAP.
I mean, all players have different opinions. It doesn't mean anyone's like specifically right
that's why it's a beautiful game. Yeah.
And it can definitely work. The Aghanims early still does a lot, and you have 5 charges to work around then, and they... Yeah, he can play around the catch nicely as the smoke is coming in.
Let's see Liquid on the high ground. There's the jump. Mind Control, he's able to get in immediately, getting that call off. They've caught out X-Nova. Can they get anything more? Ame trying to beat back onto Weehaw. There's the false promise of the BKB as Weehaw will be kept safe for now. They try to focus fire down the bear, have the missile upon him. It's taking quite a bit of time to kill off this bear. Shackle shot as well. They're committing a lot to try and get rid of the bear.
It's burning
Jump in again. There's Chalice with the stomp onto Miracle. Miracle's tethered up by GH and will be fine. The bear will be fine. I mean, they're trying to kill it off, but it's a hard bear to kill at this point of the game with the tools that they have. They do not quite have the damage to be able to take that bear out of the fight reliably.
Stampede was forced. Liquid forced the Stampede as well as the Sonic Wave, but they also got a false prominent BKB charge out of Liquid. A little bit of exchange of abilities. As it's an extremely close game, as all games have been this morning, just very close between all these teams.
I think you're forgetting Game 3, sir. Don't worry, I think Secret forgot Game 3 as well. As that one was not very close.
That's
But
quite,
other
that's
than
quite
that,
fair. But other than that, though,
Other than that, we have had some brilliant games today.
Xnova
And,
gets the
this
ward
one-
down again. They see all of Liquid. My control. They do the Fortune's End.
Yeah, let's see if he gets to jump. Ooh,
The Hex.
that Hex though, Xnova. Quickly stopping any sort of cool setup that would be there onto Somnus. FY, he's jumping in on this. They've got the Baron on the front lines. The Fear pushing Miracle away. Army's ready to charge in. Slight change, catches out the Axe here. Mind Control has been rooted in position, but the cooldown will create space as they do back out of the
Bear's being
ultimate. The
focused.
Bear's dead. They kill it off. Plus 300 gold going the way of Kuroki, but the chase continues for Somnus. Jumps in once again towards the Axe. Kuroki able to dispel the root. Chalice tries to jump in, doesn't find the opportunity for a stun. In fact, he's in a lot of trouble as they had the burst with the power shot. Chalice is dead. Liquid will get two.
These fights are so much of just this poking constantly, and if anyone steps over even for a second too far, too long, that's when they're going to get punished. That's why you see them like the resets back and forth of these teams. Relocate.
They can do this here, FY. He's got the blink out. Was not able to cast the missile out before he's able to blink away, so no sort of extra way to track him down. We are tries for the power shot. Good attempt. But FY is able to walk back to safety. I mean, yeah, that fight as well. Liquid, they do come out on top of it, but definitely look like it had the potential the other way. Xnova getting that quick Hex off. It almost looked like Somnus was going to have the space to sort of go to work, as we've seen him do so many times this game as the Ember Spirit. But as it was, Liquid being in that favorable position, backed by the Tier 2, they had that sustain the save. You know, these two supports, Kuro and GH on the IO and the Oracle, they just do so much in terms of just keeping heroes alive if you cannot get on top of them. So as soon as Liquid are able to set this favorable position with them at the back, by the tower, and their cores on the front, it's pretty hard for PSG LGD to then get to the back lines.
Yeah. Just lots of dispels, lots of disengage, and still a decent amount of sustain. Like the mech with Oracle and IO is always going to be quite a lot.
30 minutes kicks in. The bounty rune setups will be there. Bottom lane, Liquid are in position to take the two of them.
Throws a speedy remnant.
See if they want to go for a third. Mind Control. Ooh, tries for a quick grab. Won't get the Ember Spirit, but does get the rune. So more bounties going the way of Liquid. Mind Control, Blade Bell, BKB, Vanguard. We'll see what he wants for next. And we'll see.
Miracle still at good timing. He's got his Butterfly Maelstrom. He's going for that Satanic next. It's 30 minutes in. He's still looking very strong here.
And Somnus taking the tones for himself. I mean, I guess sort of touch upon what you said, how important these levels are. Getting those late game talents on Ember Spirit.
It's like all of them. It's level 22 True Strike. You need that True Strike talent in order to be able to hit this Gyrocopter who now has the Butterfly. Even the Wind Run too. You get to remove the concern about wanting to go for, like, obviously you don't go for the MKB or anything. Ame is going to be getting that MKB though, and he's actually pretty much, I think he has it finished now. So he can actually look to focus fire targets. Still seems hard for them to stick. They have to find a way to find this. I mean, they have to find a way to find Kuroki. Kuroki's had excellent positioning so far in this game. He's just not getting picked off at all.
I mean, him and GH.
Yeah, their saving heroes are just seem to stay just well positioned in that back line to not get grabbed by the Queen of Pain.
Talking about True Strike, that's a full MKB. You say so.
He's pretty much has Basher finished as well after.
He
it
does
too.
that. Yes,
He was
2K
saving a lot
gold
of
on top of that.
Yeah.
This is a big old bear. Oh, mate.
Clock is ticking.
And
at least for Liquid, the clock is ticking for them in a happy way because they're waiting for at least the IO. I mean, the IO 20. It's just like wait for the IO 20 and then Miracle's critical.
As we say, there's a lot of things for PSG LGD that surely going to come there.
There are absolutely.
But they're not going to be too unhappy, sort of waiting for a little bit for.
Yeah, they drafted a lineup that can scale very heavily. For sure on the side of LGD.
Definitely so far, one of those games where we as Wind Ranger, it's not really been given the platform to shine as it has in some of the other matches. I think this is down to the play in the draft from PSG LGD. They had a good idea of how to answer what Liquid like doing time and time again this Jara Wind Rage, and so far it's looking pretty hot. They're keeping the game very even.
They're reading this move because of that. They saw what happened there on that rune. They know right now that Liquid is bottom set up. They're trying to make a jump play here.
See what they get.
Weeha's not here.
We'll find Mind Control. Chalice is on the back lines. He's managed to get himself straight away on top of Kuro with the Sonic Wave used. That's Kuro gone. There's no Oracle. Mind Control goes to the BKB TP out. He'll make it away, but the Hex is there onto Miracle. GH
they couldn't find him.
Relocate save. Gets him back to the fountain. Miracle's fine for now. Do they want to take him back? He has a BKB. Or is this going to be GH saying his goodbyes?
He's got a glimmer up in 3.
He's gone. GH back in. They get both the supports. PSG LGD, as you say, reading that movement from Liquid. able to get the jump required, get the 2 supports, and render the team fight of Liquid at an end. They cannot fight on without GH and Kuro.
The dictation was shown when they when they called smoke, they were smoked and they called the bear. Ame started pinging it immediately because he got the recall off before the call actually hit. So he knows if they're smoked bottom on an axe, they're set up behind the axe or around this axe. So they ran right into there and they find the dream target. They found the Oracle in the back. So he can't go for any type of saves. They almost find Miracle as well on that one. It was very close to the Ember Spirit finding GH.
And we are now on the road to getting that Aghanim stat.
Yep.
Extra elusivity, able to really dive around the fights. The 20 talent, he has that invis, of course.
Yep.
So a couple of charges on that, and he'll be very hard to catch.
It can let you set up as well. Like he can be playing kind of this ganker, I mean, I literally was talking with Arzart about it earlier, and he was just like, it feels like it's like a Nyx assassin almost when you're on Wind Ranger at level 20 with Ags.
Oh, for sure. Like
That's literally the quote. I want to give him credit because that was a quote that he used. That you just run around and you can just set up kills for yourself. But also in this game, now they have an IO gyro, so he can set up for relocate ganks, and like you said, the elusiveness inside the team fights can be very nice.
Absolutely, against these, I was going to say itemization from Somnus. It's exactly what you need. Because of this style of play, he has to get a Lincoln Sphere on the Ember Spirit. Because this wind run into Shackle Shot will catch him out.
Yeah, I like it.
So he's got to get the Lincolns. He's got it queued up. He's got 2,700 gold towards it.
That's like the only thing that can really catch him and kill him. Like Axe Call is...
You can react to that.
You can react. Yeah, you're going to get caught sometimes,
he's not the kind of guy to get caught out by a blink call. He'll react to it. He'll see him jump in. He'll see the animation. He's out. But a Shackle Shot from Invis, you've got to have some next level Spidey senses, 400 IQ to be able to outplay that every time.
And even just like a hiccup of them having to hesitate because of a Lincoln's, like, we always talk about, it gives your team time to respond. They have a Centaur with an Aghanim, so he can just click Stampede, and then, he can get a lot of that damage reduction. Level 23 we have on Ame, always carrying Clarities, of course.
See what they got here.
Going for the bear.
Go for the rune spot. Mind Control will be able to walk in, grab the bounty rune, and in fact, again, Liquid taking 3 of the 4 bounty runes. Still, though, as the overall net worth shows, incredibly close between these two teams. Liquid getting that sort of farm split a little more evenly between the 3 of them, but just the fact that overall Ame's Lone Druid keeping himself ahead. But there's that level 20
there
for GH.
Is. Yep.
The tether grants the scepter bonus top. They get the jump in the Hex, but there's Mind Control. Located with the cool, but he's being used up by FY. The disable's there for now. Now the BKB comes out, but the bashes are coming in. Serpent Wards have been dropped. Sonic Wave from FY pushing them aside on Liquid.
Oh, he got pushed down.
They're still trying to commit here. Mind Control able to get himself away. Running out with a bit of the invis. Jump forward from Somnus, but Somnus, he's been taunted. The Shackle! They get the lockdown. He's got to buy back Somnus. He's straight back into the game. But that Shackle shot from Weeha, taking him out the once. Somnus is ready to go in for a second time. Chalice on the front line. Mind Control tries to jump in, but the fear from the bear sends it back before he gets the call off. The Somnus changed route, holding down the 4 of them as he'll jump towards the back, but Weeha's already killed off another. That's a dead Centaur.
They're low, but not low enough.
They've got to get out of here now, PSG LGD. They cannot fight on with 2 heroes dead. 2 heroes that do not have buyback dead for around a minute.
Just so much sustain. They're so tanky. They're getting hit by everything, and this mech resets the fight over and over again. They get the extra heals coming out from that Oracle too.
And we saw there, that how quickly things spiraled out of control. As soon as Weeha hits that Shackle from the high ground, suddenly just the ante has stepped up. Somnus, instantly no hesitation. He wants to buy back, and it's not a bad call to make. He knows if he can get back in, he does a lot of damage on this Ember. But the fact of the matter is, he got back in and they were split up in a sense that already Chalice, he was just taking too much damage. He was out there on the front trying to do his job, but they could not get to him to keep him safe. There's too much sustain on Liquid. And now Liquid can walk into the pit.
Yep, it was the fight as the level 20 IO, right? So he got the tether bonus for that gyrocopter who can just rip everyone to shreds. And they had good positioning in that fight too. Even though there's a ward down and a sentry down, Liquid had great positioning. And yeah, even though we saw, I think it was over 4,000, 5,000 plus damage from LGD in that last fight, everyone in Liquid is fully sustained.
And that buyback's going to slow down that Lincoln's. And it's, that in itself, evidence of how important it is for Somnus to get that. He needs that Lincoln Sphere to stop those sort of situations happening. One stray Shackle shot and bam, he's going to die. The itemization is going to be there for Miracle. Satanic into the Rapier.
Might be feeling like, hey, I can't die. There's too much heals and too much sustain.
If he believes in GH and Kuro, then you can respect why he would believe that. And these are 2 supports on these 2 respective heroes that I think most Dota players would be pretty confident and trusting to keep them alive.
He hasn't really died much yet. They've been doing a great job of... he's died a couple times, but they've been doing a great job of keeping him up in the midst of all this chaos.
A poke here from Somnus. Mind control. He's looking for the call. In fact, he gets in. It's a two-man call. Do they have any follow-up setup? They're looking for X-Nova. They've got one. He's been yaws himself up and does buy him time to throw out a remnant and jump back. But there's a buyback from X-Nova. On the back of it all, Arme focusing down Kuro, but GH takes him out to safety. Tether and relocate. They'll now move in for more as they get the shackle onto Arme. He'll run out to the side. BKB is being popped by Liquid. Serpent Wards are dropped down as they are sort of trapped in this. The Sonic Wave pushes through. Chalice jumps in with a Who Stomp. They're on top of Mind Control. They'll get the axe. Now they'll turn their attention towards Weehaw. BKB's already been used. Weehaw in a whole lot of trouble. The slam down with the double edge from Chalice finishes him off. Double kill for the Centaur. Liquid now turning their attention towards Somnus. He's got another slight up. Will be able to dance around another change to hold them back. This LGD, they do lose Arme, but they get back in there and they take 2 cores of Liquid in return. Both Mind Control and Weehaw being caught out in that fight around the shrine. Chalice again making these big jump plays. He's constantly been there on the front lines, having the lockdown required. And sort of these Serpent Wards in the battles certainly doing the effect. Just sort of trapping heroes, making it very hard for Liquid to sort of successfully navigate, get their supports to their cores.
Everyone in that last fight, like as you can see, the damage breakdown like shows it itself. Like everyone was doing their job. It just that's a fight around a shrine. It's a stampede. So LGD just a little bit tougher because it took them a while to bring down Ame. They had to focus. He was focus fired for like 12 seconds or something, full duration. He had to use both of his win runs.
And I feel like as well, you can definitely see why the appeal is there for Miracle to get that rapier. Because in situations like this where these team fights are so close between these two teams, you have that sort of insane damage edge and bam, you're going to take the fight. If that damage comes out thicker and faster from the gyrocopter, it's going to be very hard for PSG LGD to fight into because suddenly the bear, he is dying. They're able to kill off the bear very quickly once that rapier's out.
The attention changes, right? Like you're thinking like, oh my god, we need to go for the back lines of the supports, but now this gyro is hitting us for 500 damage. Constantly, so you have to actually address it a little bit differently.
Ever so fast if you're PSG LGD. You sort of stand astray for a couple of seconds in the fight and you're dead.
If he gets it, until he just debates.
He's very close. He's got about 6k gold at the moment on the gyro and he's still got it queued up.
He's usually one of the ones that does not bait us. He doesn't bait us.
I don't think he does.
He's usually, Miracle is one of the ones that
man.
if he queues up a rapier, he's probably buying a rapier. I've seen him do it on those like Terrorblade games and all that before when they've played.
And as I said, I think this is definitely...
Is he doing it?
It's definitely,
there it is.
It's definitely a game where, sure, you say they're only 5k ahead, there's no need to be drastic, but strategically, this item is the best item that you can buy in this situation.
Yep.
I'm surprised there. The surprise there for me would be that we've only got to see the gyro rapier only once this patch. This is going to be the second time.
Ooh, Shackle on the 2 heroes.
See, Mind Control. Extra cool looking towards Chalice. It's got the Stampede, Miracle and GH coming in from the side. So they now see the gyro. They'll know that that rapier is online. As Arme's chased down, I mean, with the damage, they can kill that bear very, very easily. And now they can just start to push down mid. This is a rapier pickup that's designed to end the game in the next 5 minutes.
Yep, and they are just hitting it right now. They've got 50 seconds left on this Aegis. But look how fast the tower dies.
So how do they approach this fight, PSG LGD? They've got to do so with the utmost care.
They don't know where the supports are. They don't have tabs of them at the moment. They see where GH is. Now they see Kuroki for a second.
And this is the power of the rapier.
Rax is dead.
Rax is gone. Liquid, they're sticking around. 30 seconds on the Aegis. But still, GH and Kuro. This is what this draft was designed to do, what it was built towards. Getting to this point where you just throw everything in on this gyro, keep him alive.
Oh my god, he takes it down so fast. Right through that Crimson Guard block, does not matter. Second set, LGD. They've got Aegis going down. 5 seconds, but...
So the silver lining for LGD being that they do still have that tier 2 top, so they won't get megged. As you can definitely see the appeal for Liquid to stick around, go for more. As Liquid, they've just got to continue to play fast. There's a double damage rune at the bottom. Off the river, they grab that, they start to move straight towards that top lane. Maybe the fact that the Aegis has timed out will slow them down a little bit, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if it also doesn't, because they're at such a powerful point.
I think just go. Yeah, I think you just go. You find a DD bottom, go time. I don't think you want to split up either. I think the one fear that you could have as Liquid right now is if you split up somehow and you lose a couple heroes, you get baited into a bad fight. If you just group up, you're not going to get picked off and caught. You will take the 5-on-5 team fight with this gyrocopter, for sure. This guy's hitting for 758 damage right now.
With the DD, you might be just tempted to move in and start hitting tier 4s. Let them come to you. You know, you got the flag, they'll start dying to it.
Weehaw was tempted to peek himself up on that high ground.
Maybe sort of a bit of a bait. We'll see if PSG LGD do jump for it. As the rest of Liquid stay smoked up behind. FY will jump forward, so PSG LGD, they will give up the fact that they're hovering around this area. Liquid will start to retreat.
They looked like they knew anyway. That's like, we've been seeing those camping of high ground so much now. They just back up, get themselves a little bit more farm. Miracle's probably like, I can look to pick up another item. I can finish my Mjolnir, I can switch it up.
Yeah, the appeal's going to be there. I mean, obviously, once you have the rapier, you got to start. You probably start in your mind to devalue the having buyback gold. If you die, you've lost a rapier. The game's going to be in a very tough state anyway. You might as well go all in on this life.
Yeah, second rapier or Daedalus or something. Maybe just go all in for him and then just look to end it. Because they can't really
second
kill
rapier. I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
I think
Second rapier.
I think I like Daedalus better.
Okay.
Just
in
because
terms of the damage numbers, is that I guess in terms of killing a
well, you
core
can crit,
hero,
you can crit
main.
off of your flak, or not off your flak. You can crit off of your side gunner, and then if you have like your life steal built off the crit, yeah, he's going for it. I think the crit always has like a good argument for it when you have side gunner. It's like any of these things that can be procced off of your side gunner.
Oh, we got PSG LGD. Still big fights to take, and obviously with the heroes themselves, not you know, they've got some tasty divine rapier carriers. If someone is able to get that for himself, sure with the build he's more oriented towards the magical damage focus, but
he's got an arcane rune with an octarine with level 25 right now on the Ember Spirit.
That's some cooldowns, or rather, there isn't any cooldowns.
We could see him zipping back and forth, kind of like a Storm Spirit in this one.
This would be the time to make a play. Arme goes in with the bear, straight towards the Jaro. Dispel, will keep him safe. First time this patch. But as you say, again, like the rapier, makes all the sense. There's the jump forward. In fact, in he goes, out
just
he
like
goes.
a Storm Spirit.
Playing around with those remnants. Those low cooldowns on the charge. They will jump in FY.
He's going to get shredded.
He certainly is. He's gone. 1,500 damage crit from Miracle.
Don't think he expected them to kill him that quickly. They got the Hex.
Can they burst him though?
Jumping toward the back line.
Chalice gets interrupted though by the Shackle Shot. We'll get the Stampede off. FY's going to buy back. They're around the runes. Miracle's able to pick it up in the midst of the fight. Here comes the flak hits. They're going to start to hurt. They've got to be careful. Mind control. He's in. He's caught the control of the two of them, but they've used up the Jaro. They're surrounding him. Miracle. He needs protection. He needs it now. He has the BKB. Now starts to pop it, move forward. But Arme's focusing him. It doesn't matter though, because Miracle could turn, beat down the bear in a matter of a few shots with this rapier damage. GH did have to buy back though. Although the worry that potentially wouldn't get away. Chalice able to TP out in the tree line. FY's being chased.
He's got a missile on him. He has a Yule Scepter.
He did buy back for this, as this is going to be a situation too hard for him to play his way out of. The Shackle from Weehaw coming in to lock him down before any option to dodge the missile with that Yule's. And now FY's dead for 100. A window where Liquid, they're 5 versus 4. They have a Rapier Jaro. This, again, is the time for them to go down that top lane and look to claim Megas and potentially the game now.
Who buys the Blade Mail now? But he has Satanic is the problem. So it's like, you want to buy these Blade Mails for the Rapier and for the Daedalus, but he's got Satanic. He's got the heals. He's got the sustain. They look to jump into the back line, throw some harassment. Shackle connects.
He's straight in, Weehaw. He's found the lockdown required onto X-Nova, and X-Nova, he's another one dead. No buyback available on him as well as Liquid.
He's just tearing through these buildings with no problem.
They're going to try and jump forward. Chalice, try to commit with the Stomp. And it's so hard to get near this Gyrocopter. Liquid, with this draft and itemization seemingly unfightable. They cannot get in on them. Chalice is dead. Tier 4s are going down. Chalice has got buyback available, but it will just be the 3 of them presenting themselves for the fight. 22k gold lead. There's the buyback. Chalice tries to get the jump in onto Weehaw, but Weeha's already got the Shackle Shot into the focus fire onto Arme.
Running in circles.
Arme, he's dead. Miracle's focusing the Ancient, as there is no hope to PSG LGD holding this one on. Liquid take the game. Game 1 going their way in a game